Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an updated tattoo and piercing video, something you guys have been requesting like crazy. This is one of the most requested videos. I don't know why. You guys just literally love hearing about my new tattoos. So I have two other videos which I will have linked below. I did a tattoo video with my boyfriend in about 2013, I believe, so I'll have that link below. And then July, August of 2015, this past summer, I did one by myself. So basically I just leave off or I start a new video with where I left off. I don't do every single tattoo because it would be just crazy. So I'm going to go over my piercings first. So in that video I had my cheeks pierced, I think I had my Monroe, and I think I had my nose pierced. Not my septum, just this. And then I had two dermals in the middle of my chest, like in between my cleavage, and then I had two like on top here. So the dermals are all gone except for one. I have one in between my boobs. The other three are gone, so I'll tell you why. They just kept having issues, like with my dogs. Like, I'm hands-on with my dogs. Like, they're not the type to just sit there and me not give them any attention. I give my dogs so much attention and love. So, you know, we would play together, and like Roscoe, my big bulldog, would, you know, put his arms on my shoulders and then they would fall and it would like pull the dermals out. And there had been like 3 times where I had to rush to the piercer and have her push in the dermal again. So it just got monotonous and annoying. So I said, I'm just going to take them out and like never get dermals again. And then, so I kept one in between here because my boobs kind of protect it and it's kind of deep in. So I said, whatever, I could keep that. And that one's fine. I also had a dermal over here on my face. I just kept having issues with it. When you have dermals, you're supposed to like put band-aids on it at night, and it's just a big responsibility, I feel like. But it's funny because I have a friend who has like 10 or 12 dermals. She has so many and they look so good, and she doesn't really have issues with it, and she even has them on her arm or hand, and she's a hairdresser, so it's pretty crazy. But for me, it just wasn't worth having anymore. And then my Monroe actually made my eye tooth, which is this one. It made the gum line recede. Like, if I was to show you guys my gums, you would see that this one's so receded. And I was just getting a lot of sensitivity with it because of it being receded. And so my dentist actually told me, like, your gum's receding. I had no idea what was happening. I'm like, that's why it's sensitive. So I just took out the Monroe because to me it's not worth it if it's messing up my teeth. So that kind of sucks because once it recedes, it doesn't come back down. And then these, I loved my cheek piercings, but what had happened was around Halloween, I ate a Tootsie Roll and like the bar got sucked in really fast and I chomped down and I ended up chipping my tooth pretty bad. They had to fill it. So I got rid of the cheek piercings because to me, again, if it's messing up my teeth, it's not worth it. And I do still have my nostril pierced. More recently, I did get my septum pierced, but it's not pierced anymore. I don't know if it's still open because I haven't tried to put anything through it. I mean, it could still be open, but I doubt it because it's been a few weeks. The reason I took it out is because I've been taking mixed martial arts classes, and I don't think it's good to have a big ring hanging from your face when, you know, you're doing boxing or striking. You know, it's just kind of dangerous. I really just didn't want to take a chance and have it ripped out. So to me, it just wasn't worth having anymore. As far as like piercings, I really want to get my cheeks pierced again. I don't know if I will. I mean, it's just have to be more conscientious. Is that conscientious? I don't know, of what I eat so it doesn't like ruin my teeth. So I've been thinking about getting them pierced again. So I really do miss them. I still have scarring, so it's like I have dimples, but I really did like how it looked. And I really want to get the Medusa, but the thing that stops me with the Medusa, I think that's what it's called right here, is the fact that my tooth receded over here from my Monroe piercing, because I never would have taken my Monroe out if it didn't like recede my gum line. So I get kind of nervous about it having the Medusa and it receding my gum line. So I don't know, those are like piercing ideas. I love dermals as well, but I just don't know where I could place them that it wouldn't be an issue, because I'm just so rough when I play with my dogs, and I'm not going to give that up for a piercing. So to me, it just wasn't worth having anymore. So, and I still have my top and bottom of my belly button pierced. That's kind of common, everyone has. And I didn't get like any ear piercings for whatever reason. I just have my first and second hole pierced. I actually have the first hole over here is kind of ripped, and this happened years ago when I was babysitting a little boy. He pulled my hoop and it like sliced my ear. So whenever I wear like earrings, they kind of hang heavy. So I've been kind of considering getting my ears gauged, which is crazy because I always thought I would never get my ears gauged, but I don't know, I've just been kind of like thinking about it, and you know, I don't always wear earrings, so it'd be cool just to have them gauged, just to have something in there. I don't know if I'm definitely going to do it. I don't really know how, you know, good it is to do that, like as far as healing and stuff. If you guys, you know, have more information on gauges and stuff, let me know. But I am considering doing that. I don't know for sure though if I'm going to. So that's it for piercings. So I totally forgot to make mention that I do have my nipples pierced, and I got this done a few months ago. They're still taking a really long time to heal, which I was told by my piercer that it would, but I do love them. And this is not me in the photo, this is just random. I didn't want to obviously take pictures of them or anything like that, but I do love having my nipples pierced, and it just takes a while to heal. So we can move on to tattoos. So I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt today because it's cold in Connecticut. It's been raining like the entire week. It's terrible. So I can't like show you here, but I will have, you know, it sliced in half so you can see my tattoos. So I have them all written down so I, you know, wouldn't forget which ones that I need to address. So over here I have a sleeve, and it's a Nightmare Before Christmas themed sleeve. So I have like Jack Skellington, Zero, Sally, the whole thing, the boogeyman, the little kids in it, and even like the castle up here on my shoulder. I love this tattoo. It's not finished yet. The boogeyman's going to be green, the pumpkins are going to be orange and everything like that, but it is looking really good. I'm just slowly working towards doing it because obviously there's other tattoos I'm trying to do, and it's expensive, but like I do have other ideas. So when I see my artist, which is basically every other week, like I see him a lot, it's usually just doing other tattoos. I really need to focus more on the sleeve, so hopefully by summer it'll be finished because summer's coming up so quick. So I love this tattoo. It's one of my favorite movies. I don't know why when I watch that movie it just really comforts me. It's kind of creepy and weird, but it really just comforts me, and it's one of those movies that when I watch I just feel so like happy. Another movie that like makes me happy like that is Finding Nemo. There's not many movies that like do that for me, and I think that's why I wanted to get it tattooed. It makes me happy, especially around Christmas and Halloween, to watch the movie because those are two of my favorite holidays. So I just love everything about the movie. It's just one of my favorites, and I grew up watching it, so it's definitely a really good movie. On to my leg tattoos. So on my right, but if you were looking at me it'd be your left, my right leg, I just have a sugar skull type of woman with a rose, and then she's holding a skull, and it's got the rib cage, and it's got two roses. I don't know if this is finished yet. I mean, tattoos can always be a work in progress. It's finished for now, but I'm sure that I want to add more shading into it and stuff like that, but I'm not in a rush to do that. I have so many years to complete everything, and you know, I definitely think I'm going to be adding to it, and I do love it. I think I saw a picture on Pinterest that inspired me, so I sent it to my tattoo artist, and he kind of just put his own spin on it, and I really love how it turned out. And then on my left leg I have a feather, and a feather can symbolize like freedom and feeling free and like just being free. That's kind of what it means for me, but it has a few different meanings. And it's basically a quote, and it says, "Been trying hard not to get into trouble, but I've got a war on my mind." So This is a song by Lana Del Rey. It's called Ride. If you haven't heard it, it's one of my favorite songs by her. It's very like an emotional song for me because I feel like I can relate to it so much. And at the time that I got this tattoo, I was going through a lot of not knowing like where I was going or not knowing my place in the world, kind of just like not sure of what I'm gonna do next. And so I got the tattoo to kind of symbolize that, you know, I am kind of like the wind. I'm wavering, like I'm not really sure where I'm going. I'm kind of just down for a ride. So that's why I got the tattoo, because at that point especially I was really like wishy-washy and not sure what to do, and it kind of just had like a war on my mind basically. So that's why I got that tattoo, and every time I look at it I'm like, wow, I've come so far from like that point in my life. So it's pretty cool to get tattoos at certain points in your life and remember why you got them. On my right thigh I have a portrait of my dog Coco. She's missing an eye, so that's why the portrait's missing an eye. On my other leg, I'm going to get Roscoe's face. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Like I said, other tattoos, you know, I just end up doing other things, but I am at some point going to get Roscoe's face on the other leg. I'm really excited about that because it might seem weird to get your dogs tattooed on you, but I feel like I'm going to get every dog I own throughout my lifetime tattooed on me, but these dogs mean so much to me. And they are literally my first like dogs, like living on my own. They're literally my dogs. Like when you live at home with your parents, they're your dogs, but they're like the family dog. These are literally my babies. They mean everything to me. I love them to death. So I got them tattooed on me because I love them. And no matter how many years go by, I'm never going to forget my first real dogs. Like my first dogs that I take to the vet, that I take care of, that I buy food for. And I love them so much. Like I am so dreading the day when they have to pass because I just want them to live forever. I would be so fine having these 2 dogs the rest of my life, but that's just not how it works, and it really sucks. If you guys have ever seen Frankenweenie, literally I want to do that for my dogs, like bring them back to life after they die. Like I would love that. I would be the happiest girl in the world because I love them. So that's why I got Coco on my next 2 tattoos are these hand tattoos. I'm gonna try to show it to you guys here. So these used to be my parents. This used to be my mom and this used to be my dad. I got them covered up because I kind of went through a stage where I wasn't really talking to my parents, and when I had originally gotten the hand tattoos, they weren't really supportive of it, which is kind of weird because, you know, your daughter's you got your faces like tattooed on her. Like that's kind of special. Like I would feel flattered if my kids did it. My parents are a little different when it comes to that. They didn't really want to be on my hands. So when I got into this time where we weren't really speaking, I just had decided to cover it up. I didn't do it to be like mean or to hurt their feelings. They just didn't really want to be on there anyway. I think down the road I'm going to get like a mom and dad tattoo with like a heart, like one of those classic ones, just to signify that I do love my parents, but having them on my hands was just a little bit of a stretch. And I like the cover-ups a lot. Like this is a skull, and then this is a flower now. And I like it. I'm happy with it. So, and my parents don't have a problem with it. I'm sure that they like it better now that their faces are not on my hands. Tattoo I have is right here, and it says Adam with like a heart. It's my boyfriend's name. Why did I get my boyfriend's name tattooed on me? Me and Adam have been together for a while now, and we have been talking a lot about marriage, and I just really wanted to show him that I'm dedicated to him no matter what we go through, because literally we've been dealt a shitty card in our relationship. We have so many people that surround us and have so much jealousy, envy, and hatred towards our relationship and do not want us together. It's funny because I did go to a psychic a couple months ago, and that's like the first thing she said, I feel so much jealousy surrounding your relationship. Like there's people that literally hate you and hate your relationship. And I'm like, yeah. And like as the months have passed, I've really seen it like really unfolding, that there are a lot of people that envy and hate what we have. But it's so sad because why are you going to try to break up a good thing? And whether you think it's good or not, it's none of your business, so you just should leave it alone. So I got his name tattooed on me to prove to him not even to prove, just to show him and to show everybody else I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I love Adam. We've been through a lot. I know we're going to be married. I know we're going to have kids together. I know it's going to happen. So I ain't going anywhere. I have no regrets getting his name tattooed on me. A lot of people are like, that's crazy that you did that. But honestly, at the end of the day, when you know, you know. And going through everything that we've been through, it's just really made us like closer and stronger. Like at the end of the day, we have each other. And once we start having kids and stuff, we all have each other, and we just have created like our own family. We don't need anybody else, because everybody else who's toxic is not going to be a good influence or a good person for us to rely on, and we won't. We don't need anybody. We're good. Like, we're both really independent people, and we have our own shit going on. So yeah, that's why I got his name. And is he gonna get his name tattooed on me? I don't know. It's not like a tit for tat thing. Like, I did it, so you have to do it. If he felt comfortable, that's totally on him, but I would never ask him to do it. I felt comfortable doing it. I felt like I wanted to do it. So yeah, and he loves it. He's very flattered by it. So yeah. Move on to the back tattoos. So I have a spine tattoo which says, I didn't do this to be different. I did this to be myself. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it says, because I don't see it often. But it's a quote by Rick Gymnast, also known as Zombie Boy. His face is completely tattooed, if you guys haven't heard of him. And yeah, I got that because I was going through a really rough period with my family, which they didn't understand why I was getting so many tattoos. And so, you know, getting that quote on my spine I thought was perfect. Like, I didn't do this to be different. I did this to be true to myself. Like, this is who I am. This is how I express myself. You know, I don't get tattoos for other people. Like, I don't tattoo my body to be more sexy. I don't tattoo my body to look like somebody else. I tattoo my body because I literally love having tattoos. I love getting something new and being like, oh my god, it changes up your look, makes you look edgy, whatever. I just literally love having artwork on my body. I do not regret any of my tattoos. I do not care when I get old and I have tattoos, because at the end of the day, who's to say I'm going to make it to 80? You know, life isn't guaranteed. Every day is not guaranteed. You do not know what's going to happen. So why am I going to sit here and worry and waste my time worrying about, oh, when I'm 80, when honestly I could die tomorrow? Not saying that I will or want to, but you know, I'm just making a point that it just doesn't freaking matter. Do what makes you happy. So that's why I got that. And then I got a cross tattoo on my back shoulder. And it says, I am crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Why did I get that tattooed on me? So, as many of you guys know, but if you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So it's a very strict religion, and, you know, I really believed in it a lot of growing up. I mean, if that's all you know, that's all you know. That's what you're going to believe in. So I totally did believe in it. I really did believe in it at that time. But growing up and going through certain life experiences and meeting people and just whatever, I came to realize that that religion just wasn't for me. And I turned to a Christian church, and ever since I've been going, I just feel so much more happier. I feel like I have such a better relationship with God and Jesus, and yeah, I just really felt moved to get that tattooed on me, and with the cross, because my whole life I was taught that Jesus didn't die on the cross, and learning that he did was just a big turnaround for me and a big turning point in my life. So it's kind of crazy when you go from having it drilled in your head that it's one way and that every other religion is wrong, and then actually seeking out another religion and realizing, wow, everything I was taught was such a lie. Like, I was taught growing up that if I went to another church, I'd have demon issues, and that if I had a cross in my house, which I have like 5, I would have demons in my home, and like all these negative things that my mother taught me growing up that she truly did believe in. She didn't say it to be mean or to scare me. She really just believed in it, and she still does. But you know, obviously I've made my own choices and I'm happy, and I just really wanted to get that tattooed on me to signify a new start in a new religion and a new beginning and a new bonding with Jesus Christ. So a few more. I got one on my stomach here. I'm not even going to try to show it to you, but it's like a Mr. Flash machine tattoo. It's like old school Freddy Krueger. It says never sleep with a banner. And then I got some scratch marks to look like he scratched me. Why did I get that tattooed on me? I've been really loving the old school flash tattoos, and I really just wanted to get it tattooed on me because I am a big horror fan, like a big horror movie junkie, and I love a lot of the old school horror movies. I do plan to get more horror tattoos in the future, like Michael Myers, things like that, but I just really like the flash tattoos because they're very different, they're old school, and I just love how they look. So that's why I got that tattooed on me. So I have a few face tattoos. Right here I have a heart and a diamond. They're really teeny tiny, and for whatever reason they get concealed super easily, so I don't feel like people really notice them. I was thinking about maybe covering it up with a bigger heart because I feel like it's just not noticeable, and getting the heart obviously filled in black or something, or maybe like pink, I don't know, just to have it be a little bit more noticeable because it's a little tiny. But that was my first face tattoo, and I think my artist really wanted me just to like think about it before doing it. Like, he was totally down to tattoo my face, but he was just like, you know, a face tattoo is a big step. People are really gonna like look at you differently. It's a job stopper, all these things. So he made it, I think, like extra tiny just to see how I did with it. Of course, that day when he did this, I wanted like a word tattoo, and he was like, I absolutely not. Like, just live with this and see how you feel. I think a month later I came back and I actually got vanity tattooed on me right here. And it's kind of crazy because I didn't realize Jeffree Star had it tattooed kind of in the same place, but I think his is more like down here. But so many people are like, oh, that's Jeffree Star's tattoo. I actually got the inspiration from a girl on Pinterest who had vanity, but it was like above her eyebrow. And it kind of looked weird above her eyebrow, but I liked, you know, vanity. But he angled mine on the side, and I totally love how it came out. But it kind of, the thing with having like wigs on and stuff, like my tattoos get covered up, so it's kind of annoying because I want to show it off, but you know, if you have hair, you have hair. So then over here, I got Faith tattooed on me, and basically symbolizing my faith in Jesus. That's really what I got it for, and that's really it. I do plan to probably get more face tattoos. I have a bunch of ideas. Who knows when I'll do it, you know, like over here or something. I see no like problem with face tattoos, except like if you go too far and you have your face completely covered, you can't even see like your face. I wouldn't go that far, but a few like words or whatever I don't see a problem with. So that is everything for my tattoo. I totally forgot about this tattoo, which says free yourself, and me and Adam got this as matching tattoos for our 3-year anniversary. He actually has it on his forearm, and I just got it on the back of my neck. And basically what it means is just when we're with each other, we feel like we're able to free ourselves and be true to who we are. Like, we're together and we're free. Everything for my tattoos and piercings. Sorry if this video was a little bit long. I pretty much expected it to be because there's a lot of different things I had to cover. So I hope you guys enjoyed my tattoo video, and I'm sure I'll be doing a lot more videos like this as I continue to get work done because I want to be covered. That's pretty much my goal, is to be completely covered. So we'll see how it goes, and until next time, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys. Let that work its magic. And once that sets, your makeup is done. Easy peasy lemon freaking squeezy. These organic blackberries, which for $4.99, and you can't go wrong with blackberries. I like to make fruit bowls quite often, so I always need to have the fruit. And then I got the organic strawberries, and these look so